Hi Jumpstart friends, today we're going to be reading Raccoon on His Own by Jim Arconsi, which means he was the one that wrote this book. In the dark swamp, a new day dawned like a sleepy eye opening slowly. A small wooden boat floated mudged against some mud. So a swamp is a land with a lot of water, mud, and plants. The mud was soft and sandy. A mother raccoon with her young came to dig and search for food. So we see them here looking around to search some food, and we see a big boat next to them. Mother found a crunchy crawfish. Two of the young raccoons dug up for crawfish near the boat. The third young raccoon was not hungry. He wanted to climb. So crawfish is a water animal that looks like a small lobster. We can see it here, and she's eating it. But one of the raccoons wanted to climb the boat. The hungry raccoons quickly dug up all the mud around the boat. With no sticky mud to hold it, the boat began to float away. So they began to dig up all the mud around it, and one of the raccoons was up on the boat and he began to float away. The raccoon in the boat looked up. A chill ran down his spine. He was drifting in the boat alone. He was on his own for the very first time, afraid to jump into the dark water. He stared back at the mud bank. The boat slightly carried him downstream. So drifting means moving slowly from one place to another. And you can see him here. He looks sad because he's drifting away from his family. The raccoon reached up to grab a sturdy branch and climb out of the moving boat, but the branch was too high. You guys can see he's kind of reaching up to the branch, but he's too short for that and he couldn't reach it. The boat glided under another branch. This branch was low enough to climb, but the raccoon saw the shape of a long snake draped across the branch and he ducked down. So draped means hung loosely, and we can see here that the snake's tail is hanging. So he decided not to climb on top of the branch. He crawled to the other end of the boat. Downstream, he saw shadowy shapes of plants and trees sticking up out of the water. The raccoon looked down into the dark stream and saw a raccoon looking back. His reflection kept him company as the boat moved along through air so still on water so smooth. So even though he was alone, he was looking down at his reflection, and that's what kept him company. As the boat passed through a bunch of water lilies, something huge made a great splash. It was a great big alligator that had been hiding under the lily pads. So what an alligator is a large reptile that lives in the swamp. Sweet, 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 came a sound from above. The raccoon looked up and saw 5 young warblers. Sweet, 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 the birds called down. The raccoon chirred back. So as he was going down the stream, he saw birds up in the branch. Three tiny turtles swam up to the boat. The raccoon reached into the water to touch one turtle shell, and all 3 scattered away. So he was trying to touch one of the raccoons and they all went away. A mother merganser paddled by, leading her 9 little ducklings. The raccoon watched the ducklings swimming close to their mother. He looks kind of sad since he's seeing the mother and all her children being together, and he was alone on the boat without his family. Suddenly, the boat bumped into another mud bank and stopped. The raccoon saw his family coming to meet him. He ran to his mother. So he finally reached up a mud bank and his family was waiting for him. And just like that, they were all together again, downstream. Finally, they were all together. Thank you guys, and stay tuned for the next video.